be the Thunder off the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got Iverson. He's out there with Allen. Jared Allen is out there with Baylor. And it's Forbes in at the power forward. Well, it's certainly our treat to bring you, the fans, NBA action here on Halloween. And Greg, as a parent, how many pieces of candy do your kids get to have in one night?
Oh, they came back loaded down. And you can't let them eat it all. Maybe 5 pieces or so, and then you hope they forget about it or just try to stagger it and get to Christmas.
Now here's Iverson. After the miss from Clyde Drexler. Iverson. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Here's Allen. And here is Warren. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Over Baylor. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. Allen for the 3. Got a piece of it. Knocked away. Baylor with the steal. Inside for the finish. Watches the slam dunk finish.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
An underrated shooter. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander hit 40% from range at Kentucky.
Baylor passes to Iverson. Here he goes. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now, here's Warren. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And this is why you have Warren out there. Fantastic at just rising up with rhythm and knocking down that mid-range. And Kobe White in the open floor is a blur. Great burst with the ball.
He can fly right by his defenders. He knows when to turn the jets on, GA. Very big part of his offensive production.
Drexler kicks to Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander against Allen. Baylor on the double team. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, Miami with the triple.
And keeping the defense honest. Every team in our league practically begs Giannis to take that shot. Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander following the 3 from Ray Allen. Such a wide open look.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. Mark Dagnall and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the seemingly unending difficulties Giannis presents to a defensive game plan. And the coach pointed out was, you're going to have to be very early with fouls. He said Giannis can create so much contact and get you in foul trouble early and hurt your team down the road. So they'll try to keep their arms straight up while contesting shots. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Now Iverson. After the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And a lot of attention on Antetokounmpo's offense, but don't sleep on the D. He can defend every part of the court and does it with intensity.
The Heat making a switch here.
Miami Heat dancer. Give them a hand, fans. Your Miami Heat dancer.
Heat on D, and the shot goes in. Allen's got his second bucket.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now here's Iverson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively. You got to love that energy.
Here's Mashburn. He's covered by Ball. That one goes in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
To the inside. Clyde Drexler grabs the miss. And the wide open shot from Warren drills it from outside. Warren's got 5.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
Kuzi passes to Haywood. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Outside ball. Drexler outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Fader on the way. And another basket for Miami.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Stolen by Warren. That's the Heat on the break. Stolen by Haywood. The 3 from Iverson does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just one so far.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And the Heat, another 3.
Oh, heads-up play by Warren. Spotting a wide-open shooter and delivering a dime.
A different look for Miami. Durant's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's Jason Tatum in for Clyde Drexler. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Here's Kuzi. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Mashburn. Guarded by KD. Pass to Haywood. 5 on the clock. Haywood with a screen on Tatum. Tries it from 19. No good on that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. 1:07 left here in the opening quarter. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Fires from deep. Haywood with the rebound.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. Just couldn't hit it. That's something you hate. You're trying to come in with an aggressive mindset, and that early foul could take you right out of it.
Here's Kuzi. Passes to Haywood. Not this time. His first miss in 3 attempts from the field. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Oklahoma City ball.
.36 seconds left in the first. He dishes it to Forbes. And it's good from the elbow. Forbes has got 5 now.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Driving inside.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized forward.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Heat lead by 2.
Fans, welcome your Miami Heat.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Heat.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Allen. Baylor is out there with Allen, and it's Westphal in at the 1 spot.
And just very little chance of that pass finding the target from that distance. They're D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Westphal. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Allen with the jam.
Yeah, and all throughout his career, Westphal has been a tremendous creator. Take a look at that feed. He's the kind of teammate everybody would love playing with.
Now, here's Ball. 6-point lead, and Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul, and Miami making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Iverson's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Allen against Tatum. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Haywood covering with the shot. Here's Durant. Open and close and nails it. Durant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
KD's height and length make him a nightmare. He can easily get a shot off.
The drive by Iverson. And the rejection by Tatum. With the drive. Takes the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Man, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Outside for Durant. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Lamar Odom is checked in for Miami. Drexler comes in for Jason Tatum.
Your Miami Heat Dancer.
Pass to Durant from deep. Knocks down the 3-ball. KD's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Very assertive KD is. He's ready to fire fast off the catch.
Iverson against KD. Excellent D from Drexler.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Top of the key. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Baylor. And here are the Heat now. They're on a 14-6 run. Drexler outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Iverson. The pass to Haywood. And it's blocked. Odom against Allen. Odom dishes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Durant. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Heat, another 3. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
That's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Bob Cousy.
Off the inbound, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Cousy, just an all-around talent, superb passer, who also rebounds well at his position. And guess what, folks? He can also score with the best of them. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander feeds it to Antetokounmpo, and there it is for him. Antetokounmpo's got his 2nd basket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Allen. He has 5. Allen, a screen on Odom. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Giannis.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Odom kicks to Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Warren's checked in for Durant. And the Thunder making a change here. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Warren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving the lane. Over in the corner, Warren. The Heat need to get a shot off. And there's Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good on the assist by Warren.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. There's Odom, and it's Miami with another.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And yes, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
Physical D, but Shea shows unreal body control when driving to the bucket.
And it's in there.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
Warren kicks to Drexler. Trying to get open is Odom. And the Heat, another 3.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
They're trailing by 21, and that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. 3rd team foul.
1:09 left in the first half of the game. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
1:07 left to play in the first half. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Here's Allen, blocked again. This is it to Odom. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Ball's knocked loose. Drexler outside. Here's Warren. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Unbelievable!
And this guy just gets buckets. Warren is more than capable of finishing on that drive.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Drexler kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. And the dunk by Giannis.
Still growing as a true lead guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is a high IQ passer who isn't afraid to let the play develop.
Pass to Mashburn. Cans it from downtown. Mashburn's got 5 points.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding it.
The Thunder.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great info.
I hope they see the upcoming road games as an opportunity to spend time together and build trust. The ties you make with your guys on the trip can...
Okay, and let's talk first half now. What a performance from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And time for us to sign off here at the...
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor.
Well, we know about Warren's unfortunate injuries in the past, but when he's healthy, he sure is exciting to watch.
Allen. The shot, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. One word you can use to describe Jared Allen, Greg, is efficient. He doesn't waste his chances at the offensive end. I mean, like ever.
He's very smart with his shot selection, but don't let that take away from his defense. Allen takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
Both free throws good from Warren. Oklahoma City's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
The Heat shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. Driving in, doubled by Iverson. Ball with a wide-open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Ball's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Iverson passes to Allen. Dishes it to Forbes. Rebound by the Heat.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back. Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Down low. Allen outside. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Defended by Allen. Now, here's Warren. Tight defense on him. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Thunder trailing by 21. Allen for the 3. Iverson, no luck.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Thrown down by T.J. Warren. Gets to the rim with ease.
Oklahoma City's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Allen against Tatum. Back to Forbes. And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here is Forbes. 12 points for him. Baylor kicks to Forbes. Sinks the triple. Forbes has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, nice setup by Baylor. Man, this guy can pass, shoot, rebound. Anything you need, he's there to provide it.
Who's the loudest? Fans, welcome your Miami Heat dancers.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for the Heat. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Haywood's checked in. The Heat leading by 22. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum wide open, he fires one. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
A leap from deep. Tatum joined the league as a fantastic three-point shooter. Didn't have to add that to his game.
Now here's Allen. 11 points in the game. From deep, Iverson. And the Thunder, another 3.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in the league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Haywood, and it's denied. And he gets it back.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one is hammered home.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Now into the lineup for the Thunder.
Here's Allen. Baylor drives in. It's blocked.
And for those who have questions about Warren's defense, there's his answer.
For three. And the Heat, another three. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
Tested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heel. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also should take great pride in.
Crafty move by Shea. He's getting better and better at changing pace.
Kuzi passes to Iverson. To the paint, Haywood. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
The rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double teams in place like that.
And Miami making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
Every game Haywood plays, I wish good luck to whoever has the job of keeping him off the boards, because it's literally impossible. He is a driven player on the backboard.
And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. He's got 17.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
To the inside. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this move.
Nice pass by Gilgeous-Alexander. Has the height to see over the D, and he's unselfish.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Now here's Giannis. He's got 7. Tatum kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Buries the long-range jumper. 20 points for him.
Continue from where he left off. First three-pointer of this half, 4th of the game.
The pass to Mashburn. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And they hit it back. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Tatum for 3. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Heat. Kevin Durant comes in for Warren. And it's Drexler in for Jason Tatum. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Miami foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul. Penalty.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Thunder, Paul Westphal.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Heat shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Off the inbound. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Here's Westphal. Haywood with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. 4 on the clock, and the dunk by Capella.
You see the vertical. Clint Capella way above the rim with 1 or 2 hands.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And the shot is good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Westphal. Drexler defender. Westfall passes to Kuzi. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. A 3-ball. The shot's good from Kuzi. Kuzi's got 7.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Giannis outside. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Miami Heat, leading by a full 31 points.
Fans, welcome your Miami
Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Oklahoma City shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. So for Oklahoma City right now, they've got Collins. Clint Capella is out there with Terry, and it's Birdsong in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Terry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Terry's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Oklahoma City. Ball up top. Terry covering. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Oklahoma City ball.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing. But I love the opportunity these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments.
Oklahoma City making a change here. Forbes checked in. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Terry looking over the floor. Capella sends a screen for Terry. That 3 off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Over to the wing. There's the triple. A 3-pointer's right on target.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
Ball against Terry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their career. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Oklahoma City shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Puts up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. Terry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And that Terry jumper there, that's a shot capable of doing a lot of damage on the spot up or the pull up. Terry's got a great eye for that shot.
Drills the 3-pointer.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. The kick out to Ball. And again, Miami with the triple.
Reliable three-point shooting is so important. Lonzo works hard to deliver that for the team.
Inside, Forbes. Oklahoma City, the rebound. That one goes. Count it.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Drexler passes to Tatum. And the Heat, another three.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Poke loose. Here's Birdsall. Drexler defending. Stolen by Drexler. And finished off by Drexler.
How about the explosive vertical there? Not much you can do to stop Drexler once he gets to the rim.
Terry against Ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult. But in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better. And that was always a challenge. Don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for Lonzo Ball. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Changes up. It's deflected. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
No question. He got bumped on that shot.
And the first one drops. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Looking to end the run.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Miami no good on that time either. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Forbes.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
In the corner, Tatum with it. And for the teams who are rebuilding, Smitty, it seems stacking draft picks is often the best approach. Pick swaps, protections, it can make your head spin.
It can, Kevin. I think for the younger guys, it comes down to a couple things. Player development and the culture you breed. That's usually the difference between success and failure.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Such a force as Allen goes to the line. A real throwback. Jared is a center who primarily operates near the hoop. Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Miami. Pass to Warren. Doubled by Iverson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Carries it from three-point range. 27 points for him.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
His second
First one falls for him.
penalty. Shooting for...
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Heat have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Here's Iverson, and the dunk by Iverson.
And Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to kind of wheel his way to the rim.
There's the dish to Warren. And the Heat, another three.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
That's his second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Oklahoma City, Allen Iverson. 2. Miami calls timeout. The loudest and craziest fans get a free T-shirt. Let's see and hear you, fans.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Free throw good, Iverson. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't in the college, aren't in the school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Back to Warren. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And ever running important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
So it's the Thunder now. Following the score by Miami, they retain possession, and they get it back. Baylor's shot is off. Iverson against Warren, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Going inside.
And Tatum is all about doing what's best for the team. Superb as a ball mover in terms of finding his teammates.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And he's good on the second. Up top, Warren. Tatum on the wing. Over Baylor. No good. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basket. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.